Alright, day 5 of Hike for Jake, and I've got to make this a rest day. My feet are absolutely shredded.
I'm tired of being what you want me to be.
The Gazelle. Sounds fast.
Sounds fast. Yeah, sounds fast.
Okay, day 6, Hike for Jake. Actually, now it's Bike for Jake. Weather's beautiful. I'm going to go and pick up my bike. It's called a Gazelle. Anyway, time to get going. I'm glad I'm doing a bike, because if I was walking, it wouldn't be possible still. I mean, my feet are torn up, especially at the back. They're really bad. I've stayed with this amazing host, Rory, and she's taking care of me like family, and it's amazing, amazing kindness. Not only that, yesterday, Rory got me some new and improved footwear so I can actually cycle. On the bike, because I can't wear shoes still. So, Dutch kindness. What an incredible, incredible experience. Onwards, up. Woo!
Holding too tightly, afraid to lose control. Cause everything that you thought I would be is falling.
I've traded the sore feet for a sore ass.
Every step that I take is another mistake to you.
Gazelle did really well. It was, the bike is moving 4 times as fast as I walk for about a tenth of the effort. So all in all, a good idea. I'm staying with Inga's mother and stepfather. It's fantastic. So now I'm getting the full family experience. And this is Inga's mother does some mosaics and stuff. So this is the studio. It's very cool. So who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? Maybe I won't be biking tomorrow. Maybe I'll be making mosaics. But look at this. Okay, Monday morning, and it's a beautiful morning here, but it's cold. I mean, I still can't wear shoes. We had a lovely weekend with Inga's family and Ing, so that was really nice. But now it's time to complete what I've started. On the way here, obviously, I missed the path and ended up on the road, so I'm hopefully I get back on that. Look at this. Relax. Steady 17 kilometers an hour, nothing too full on. But Jesus, it's so much easier than walking. I now understand why people do things on bikes. So I've decided to push it out a bit. I'm going to a place called Van Loo, which is another 76 kilometers on top of the 40 I've already done. Unfortunately, I've lost the track, which puts me on a bike track on the side of the road, which is not quite as majestic as being on the Pita pad, but I'm still moving south. I could probably get to the end by the following day, which would be really fantastic. I'm just so grateful that it hasn't been wet. Here we go, next place is called Brumpt. Sorry. There's another one. Another day, another windmill. This is a little bit nicer. The main road goes over that way. So this is much prettier. I mean, there's not much of this country you'll go to where you won't see anyone else. It's not possible. The country's too small. I think there's about 18.5 million people here, or 17.5 million people. But it's pretty hard to get lost. When I was walking, clearly, you only walk so fast. And even an uphill and stuff, and the fatigue is quite extreme. Some days I walk 40, 50 kilometers when I was in Latin America. But on a bike, it's so much easier. You can really move forward, but yet still maintain that speed where you get to see everything. That's impressive. Wow, it's huge. I assume it's a church. That's grand. Completely lost the path, given the fact that it's supposed to take me from one end of Holland to the next, but I'm in Germany. So, I mean, it's got really industrial. As soon as you cross the border, heavy industry everywhere. There's a lot more inclines in Germany than there was in Holland, that's for sure. Very noticeable on this side of the border, there's not too many banners and flags for the celebration of Liberation Day. I mean, I've got to go about 35 kilometers through Germany to get back to Holland now. One thing I've noticed about being in Germany, even just a little bit, there is no historical buildings here. Because obviously for anyone who has any idea about anything, you know that this place had the shit bombed out of it. Oldest buildings, like not even 100 years old. I'd imagine this place was flattened by the Allies when they liberated Europe. I mean, it's very beautiful, but it must have been really stunning before the war, clearly. But the people, they're just not as friendly. It's really weird. You know, the Dutch are so friendly compared to the Germans. And everyone like, hi, and they're not even a hi, but not even a smile. Up for it. And today has been another big day. All in all will be, I think, 130 kilometers, which, I mean, for the battle-hardened road rider, not a problem. But I'm not a cyclist, and I'm certainly not on a racing bike. I mean, I'm on my Gazelle. It looks like something you'd see grandmother be riding around. And speaking of grandmothers, everyone zips past me because just about everyone now has an electric bike. I refused to get an electric bike for this trip because I felt it was cheating. And it is cheating. There's been a couple of stretches that I actually wished I had the electric power. But anyway, I've another 35 kilometers, and Ingy's found me somewhere to stay for the night. And want another person hosting me, which is great. But I think I'm back in Holland. I don't really know, but what I do know is that people are smiling again. So that's normally a pretty good precursor to being in Holland, because they are pretty happy people. I'm looking forward to putting my feet up, have a sandwich, and call it a night. Right now I'm in the national park. I don't know the name of the national park, I can't really pronounce it, but it's it's flat, so that's a good start because I'm tired. What's great over here is everyone is very, very, very respectful of cyclists, which you'd expect, right? Because more people in this country have got bikes than they do cars. Farm. Wow, that's big.